Happy Friday, and here we are once again for Big Therapy, ready to build some sets. Got to fix up my Millennium Falcon here. The pilot's screen fell off. So it's Friday and pretty excited. I ordered some Lego on release day, October 1st. That was early Wednesday morning. So October 1st at around probably 1 in the morning, but I'm on the West Coast, so it wasn't as late. So I ordered some Lego and said it would be here next week, and got home this afternoon, and there was a box from Lego waiting in front of the door. Thank goodness, still there. So it only took Lego, gosh, maybe a 48-hour turnaround, but a little bit less than that. So I already got what I ordered, I think. So I'm gonna try and get that set up and have it ready to live stream tomorrow, do an unboxing with you guys. So how fun is that? And then you can see what I got and can share and get some opinions on all those things. But man, like I said, gosh, what was it? On the live stream this past couple days ago, I said Lego's been pretty good with deliveries, and it proved to be true yet again. So Aiden, welcome, little Lego. Whoops, welcome. Getting exuberant here with my high fives. Punisher Bricks. Punisher Bricks says, watching you guys late at night over here. It's the next day already. Happy Saturday to you, Punisher. Alexandria, yes. Good to see you back. Little Lego says, ordered yesterday, Gizmo, and it's supposed to be here by Monday. Oh, oh my gosh. The Gremlins, right? Is that Gizmo? The Gremlin guy. Yeah, so if you guys just logged on to the chat, welcome everyone. So cool. I got Alexandria here, got a mod already. Awesome. So yeah, if you like Lego, you like building Lego, and you see this logo down here, this is our Sig Fig Brick Therapy. You can click on him down here and subscribe. Join in our discussion of Talking Lego as I finish up this set here. Set 75330, the Dagobah training diorama. I was going to say Dagobah Training Center, but I don't think that's true. Oh, welcome, Mr. President. George Washington's here. All right. Welcome. So if you like Lego, leave a like. We're talking Lego and talking about release day, how I'd ordered a couple things, a couple sets from Lego on Wednesday release day, like around probably 1 in the morning or so, and was thinking it would take, if they got here within a week, I thought that's pretty good turnaround, and it's already here. It was on our doorstep Friday at some point this afternoon. You do a tracking thing on the Lego website to see when your order gets to you or when it ships out, and I don't know if their shipping facility has moved, because usually if I order anything on the West Coast, I think it comes out of Illinois. I think their shipping facility is where your order starts, but I don't know if it's just closer or they must have some other closer facility. So it'll be kind of interesting to do some research there. And I know they're building another Lego, I think, factory here in the US, but on the East Coast. So I don't know if that's already helped with the logistics. And I do believe Lego builds or has a lot of bricks made in Mexico, or they have a factory there also. So maybe it's coming from there since I'm on the West Coast. I don't know, but less than a 2-day turnaround is pretty sweet. So that is fun. All right, wow, some more people here. Punisher Bricks, Alexandria, Little Lego, George Washington, JP Gaming. Good to see you. Welcome. And Lieutenant Shorty. All right, welcome all you guys. Leave a like. Already got 6 likes. Thank you. Happy Friday to everyone. And I think, let's see, wanted to make sure I catch up. So Little Lego ordered the Gizmo, the Gremlins. What would you call that, Little Lego? Like a big fig, a gremlin fig? I can't think of the terminology for that. But yes, that one's new as well. Punisher Bricks, greeting everybody. Very cool. JP Gaming, again, welcome. Little Lego says, I wanted the Christmas gingerbread AT-AT, but it was on back order and no one else had it yet. Yeah, I was wondering how that was gonna turn out. That's why I ordered it so fast. I mean, I was mentioning that already on our live stream. I was gonna order that thing. I was gonna order that set as soon as basically, you know, it became October 1st at midnight. Oh, I gotta get the box. I have one more bag in here left. And so I'm glad I did, because even when I logged onto the Lego website right at midnight, I got put in the waiting queue. So I just closed my browser, and then that was on my phone, and then I went on, just got on the Lego website on my computer about an hour later and got right into the website and ordered. And I was thinking, oh, what's still available? Actually, no, the website was kind of glitchy, so it didn't even show up in the search menu. Like the AT-AT set didn't even show up, like it never existed. So had to do a Google search of the set just to find it being referenced. And then there was a hyperlink to it from just Google itself, which took me back to the Lego website. And then I was able to order it that way. So go figure. But here we go. The last bag of 75330. This is a 1,000-piece set. Bag 6 is opening now. And yeah, you guys, or Little Lego, yeah, when I was finished ordering, then, you know, the next day, October 2nd, I looked on the Lego website and the AT-AT was already back ordered. So I think there was a pretty good sized turnout, especially at the Lego stores, people in person trying to buy the set. And so that plus all the online shopping, they knew what they were, or Lego knew what they were doing when they released that set. So I'm hoping that's what's in the box. So the quick turnaround for the shipping is pretty sweet. The box is definitely not a small size box, because I did get a gift with purchase. I ordered one more set, which will be fun to show you guys. Not Star Wars related, but I ordered one more set and show you that, guys. Might make an unboxing video of it as well and add to our non-live videos or long form videos, because I have to do a couple things. I have to get our channel up there with viewable hours. So quite a lot of things to kind of keep. Well, one of the other cool parts about the release day was seeing a couple people that we know through the Lego YouTube community ordering of course, the UCS Death Star and hearing their experience. I was really curious about the UCS Death Star and how that would sell. And actually, I haven't checked the website, so I'll kind of keep that going live here too. But I was wondering if that would Lego Insiders basically be the majority of the folks who buy that set before general release tomorrow, and there wouldn't be the gift with purchase anymore to get with the Death Star, you know, the TIE Fighter, or the TIE Fighter, even though it's not the most exciting gift with purchase that has been released. It's still kind of something you want to get. If you're going to spend all that money on this set, you got to get the gift with purchase that was purposed for it. And so I wonder how that was going to be, like if only Lego Insiders would get that set. So of course the UCS set is still ready and available, and they're still advertising the gift with purchase. So, and that ends next week. What is the 7th? Is that Tuesday? That's kind of a random day to end the gift with purchase. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. So yeah, thanks you guys for joining tonight, joining in the chat. And if you like Lego, please join us and talk and enter the chat and add your input about Lego. And thank you for the 10 likes already. All right. George Washington says he's got a knockoff. Oh well, we'll see what happens. Little Lego, I heard that the Death Star sold out. maybe at the Lego stores, but online I see it. It's still available. It doesn't say back order or anything, and the gift with purchase is still available. So we'll see. Hey Jack, welcome. Do we make our own Lego mocks? My son does, or both my sons do. I'll have to bring up one of those. I think the most recent thing that we showed on our channel was my youngest son made if you're familiar with the Lord of the Rings series of movies or books, my son made a Argonath, the two kings guarding the river into Gondor. So if you know Lord of the Rings and you know that storyline, he made I thought it was a pretty cool build. Two of the kings, two mocks using a lot of the smaller gray pieces to look like stonework. So yes, they do, and I like to. I'm just I'm older, so I call our channel Break Therapy because I just like to build from the directions and enjoy watching the whole set come together. For example, let's get him put together here. We have an R2-D2, and you can't go wrong with probably one of the most famous, most popular of all Star Wars characters. And he's not even a person. He's not even a humanoid. He is R2-D2. Probably most beloved character. Got a few of these guys now. So there he is. This is another R2 that comes with the Dagobah Jedi training diorama. So this is a pretty cool set. 1,000 pieces. These sets came out, I want to say about 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, around 2020, 2021. And maybe they staggered the release of these sets. So I ended up getting this one and the trash compactor set, which lo and behold is probably one of the cooler features or cooler displays on the UCS Death Star set. So this diorama is pretty well represented in that UCS set. And another cool thing about this set is the minifigures that came with this set, right? You get both C-3PO and R2-D2, and then of course you get the main characters. I know I've shown this before, but I love this. Then the walls of course move in. You can make it more dramatic, like they're gonna get crushed like in the movie until they can escape back here. That part's a little inaccurate from the movie, but that's fun too. So this is, when I was building this up last week, I said, this is what I have of the Death Star, a 10% piece of the UCS Death Star right here. This diorama actually is probably about that width on the actual build. But yeah, as I was talking about just earlier, before said hello to everyone, was that the cool part about seeing everything on release day was how many people got the UCS Death Star, or at least a couple of them that we know that bought the UCS Death Star without any special, connections to Lego, i.e. a Lego Ambassador Network connection. So that was kind of fun to see a couple people. I heard Mac build bricks, if you know him. Alexandria knows him for sure. Saw his, actually watched his live stream later on, but just to hear how he had gone to the Lego store, and he said, which I was kind of curious about, which is the fun part. He went to the Lego store, and I guess they had two lines. They ended up splitting people up into two lines. So one line for the UCS Death Star and the other line for whatever else people were there for, which I think primarily were the Christmas sets and probably the Christmas AT-AT set. And I like the description. He said the bag to buy the UCS Death Star was like a parachute. It was so big. I don't know how heavy that box is. Actually, I gotta look up the set, see how heavy it is. You buy that set. That's kind of fun to buy a set like that at the Lego store and then carry the darn thing out to your car. You need like one of those red wagons or something, one of those special, or a dolly or something to roll it out to your car, because it's not the easiest box, especially if, I think most Lego stores are in a shopping mall, and so you got to walk probably a little bit out of the way to get to the store and then carry the thing to your car. So far the UCS Death Star has one review, at least one noted review on Lego.com, and out of 5 stars, it's got a 1.25 star. So it's not doing so great there, but it's funny. So just fun to hear other people's account, and then just see what the Lego store was like on that day. I think I'm gonna try and go tomorrow. I'm really curious to see that set built up and put on display in the window. I don't know if any of you guys have been to the Lego store between Wednesday and now, but I'm gonna try and go tomorrow or Sunday. I want to see that set built up and on display. Just see what I'm sure if the Lego store is sold out on its AT-AT and maybe some other Christmas sets, like they did the build-up fig of the Santa Claus. You could get a big fig version of Santa Claus. I think that one was pretty popular. There was the Christmas train. So there's quite a lot. We'll see what happens. So yeah, little Lego. I don't think it was sold out. Well, if it is online, it's still available. So I'm not sure. What's going on there. Oh, sorry, I had a glitch on the live stream. Okay, let me catch up here. Jake says, "Oh, cool, have fun." Yeah, my son, he's good at building mocks. I am probably, I don't know. I've been inspired every once in a while to do that, but not lately. Lego Master, welcome. Psh, good to see you here. Do you like watching Lego stop motion? Again, Jake, good question. My son has done a couple stop motions. We made 3 that we put on our Lego channel. So if you subscribe, I hope you do, you can check it out. And if you are a stop motion maker as well, which I'm guessing you are with your name, maybe you can give us some tips. But yeah, he uses a free app for that. And I think he's done a pretty good job. Our last one was pretty fun. We did a little bit of a Grogu / Obi-Wan Jedi battle with who was the character? I think it was Jedi Bob as the villain in that, and maybe Darth Vader, of course. So yeah, he did a stop motion with that, which was kind of fun. So yeah, glad to have you here. Who else? Just to make sure. Jake, stop motion. Have you built the Avengers Tower? Awesome questions. I have not. We have the smaller version of that set, not the UCS version. If I guess you'd call it the UCS version, the one that has, gosh, what is it? 30, maybe 35 minifigs. That would be an awesome set to have. We do not have that. I built the smaller version that was probably a 2018 set, and that's a decent size set. It's definitely a play scale size set, and that was a fun build. We have, and if you're thinking Avengers related themes, we have the Daily Bugle, and I think I've seen those two next to each other at a Bricks and Minifig store. And are they about the same height, or maybe the Avengers Tower is actually taller? But yeah, that would be a set. That would be a fun set to build. So yeah, Jake, good stuff. And if you have anything in your collection, yeah, let us know in the chat. Is it worth it? I'm thinking about getting it and building it on my channel, but is it worth the hassle to go to the store? It's so big. Are you talking about the Avengers Tower or the UCS Death Star? I think any of those UCS sets are pretty cumbersome, but I think unless you're getting like the UCS Death Star or the UCS Millennium Falcon, I don't think those are too hard to pick up. And it's pretty darn fun to go to the Lego store. That's kind of a flex, don't you think? To go to the Lego store and buy a set that's like 6,000 or 7,000 pieces. Early on, when my son and I we filmed our trip to the Lego store when he saved up all his birthday money and bought the Coruscant gunship over there. I think that's the name of it. And as we were there was a couple guys walking out with one of those huge canvas Lego bags, and the guy had bought the Titanic. And I was like, oh, I wonder if he got the Titanic. And he walked by, he's like, oh, yes, I did. It's like so fun. It's like that fun community sense you have just for a moment, because everyone's excited to get sets like that. So yeah, I think it's worth the hassle. I mean, if you're there and you want to, you've been saving up your money for a UCS set, I think that's super fun to go there and get it. Especially now with the new release, you're going to get a gift with purchase. If you're not there for the UCS Death Star, There is a smaller gift with purchase, which is the one I got. It's like a ghost, basically a Halloween themed set, and I forget what they call it. Let me look up offers. And I didn't think it was that interesting, but it's kind of fun. A luminous ghost, but it comes with one of those luminous bricks, which is kind of fun. So it's got a red glow on the inside. So yeah, going to the Lego stores is fun. I think the probably one of the biggest sets I got there was a Ninjago set. The not the workshops, but I think it was the Ninjago City Markets. And then when you've gotten one of those large sets and you've qualified for a gift with purchase, and you see them pull them all out of their drawers and set it on the counter, and they're going to put it on your bag. It's just, you know what? That's part of the fun of Lego too. Going there, it's like buying. I don't know. It's almost like buying a new car in a way, because you're just like, yes, I got the new set. I'm gonna take it home and build it and enjoy my collection. No apologies. It's one of the greatest hobbies. They've made it so fun, and they made it so expensive too. What can we say? Anthony says, make them dance. Jake Jake Stop Motion saying hello again. Make the toys dance a little bit. I'm not sure how to do that, Anthony. Here, I'll put them in the here's the trash compactor, people, right? So, they're kind of panicked. Are they gonna get crushed? What's gonna happen to them? And then but freedom, right? Freedom from the trash compactor. And then Luke works his way all the way to Dagobah. Now here he's dancing. He's taking off his pilot suit, and he's just going for it, right? He's got his workout clothes on. So there you go. I know that's not dancing, Anthony, but there we go. One tip I have is to persevere, even though it can get boring. It's worth it in the end. The bugle is the same height because of the large antennae. Yeah, that's kind of a cheat, but you're right, Jake. That is true. Yeah, persevering. So if you're talking about a YouTube channel, for sure, you gotta keep at it. You gotta keep at it. Aiden is back. Welcome back, Aiden. Psh, very cool. Yes, and Alexandria is here. The light up ghost. Yeah, Alexandria, did you get that? Did you make an order recently as well? Lieutenant Shorty says, I just ordered an off-brand Millennium Falcon on AliExpress. I think I might be addicted to fake Lego because authentic Lego is so expensive. Yes, you're welcome, Anthony. Yep, that's the dance for you. I get it, Lieutenant Shorty. So did you get just like a regular size? Although this is pretty good size build right here. Like this scale size Millennium Falcon. Awesome, Alexander. So you got the luminescent ghost as well. Did you get the AT-AT then, or did you get something else? I think you had mentioned a couple of the Christmas sets a while back. Or did you get the train? There was the train also. Some of those, I did not realize how many different holiday sets were actually made available, or actually new on Lego.com. I thought it was just going to be kind of like in years past, like maybe one modular type build, but no, they've got the holiday train, they've got the family Christmas tree, and they've got the upscaled Santa minifigure, and then they have the I don't know, one minifig scale size gingerbread house with a minifigure Santa. And they've got some snowmen, kind of like brickhead ornaments, and of course all the advent calendars. And if you remember way back when, it looks like they've got a bigger scale size Lightning McQueen from Cars. So they're kind of jumping around all over the place. Plus, if you go back to last month, although it's still on back order, what in the world? So the Captain Jack Sparrow Black Pearl ship is still on back order. If you had a choice between the family Christmas tree or the Captain Jack Sparrow pirate ship, what would you get? There's only there's a $50 difference. I guess that's kind of significant. But I can't believe the price range for some of these Christmas sets. That family Christmas tree that they got out is $330. So I guess if you want a big scale, or maybe people are wanting some kind of big scale Christmas set like that. So maybe the tree kind of fits that bill. Lieutenant Shorty, I get it with the AliExpress. I've been tempted to get one of the old school Lord of the Rings builds from that. Sometimes it comes available. I just haven't. I just don't trust the process 100%. I've bought 2 sets from AliExpress, knockoff sets, the Ghostbusters set and Apocalypseburg, and they turned out to be okay. They definitely don't ship the way they say. It takes a few weeks, maybe a month, and then you always end up missing pieces that you need, which I've had to supplement from my regular Lego collection, or just extra pieces, which is fine because there's no way you're going to tell that store to send you, 5 or 6 missing pieces from, Asia. So I don't know, but I get it. If you can basically get a Millennium Falcon for $40, then you're wanting to build. I get it. It makes sense. What is the biggest Lego set you have bought? Jake Stop Motion. I think piece count wise is probably right there. I think it's Rivendell. I think Rivendell, the box is right behind me or right in front. I think that it's like over, it's almost 7,000 pieces. And then probably a close second is Bardor or the, my brother got us my family, what's it called? Hogwarts Castle. The Hogwarts Castle kind of, it comes with nano figures, but then it comes with, a collectible set of exclusive minifigures. But the scale of the Hogwarts Castle is more of like, what would you call that? Mini scale. But it's, in order to, like, I guess, have the full build of what Hogwarts Castle would be like, but not have to, have 5 or 6 different sets. Although I think they kind of did that too. So yeah, Jake, I think it would be definitely Rivendell in terms of piece count. The set I love the most is Ninjago City, though. So you'll have to tell me what is your favorite set as well. Lieutenant Shorty, it's about the size, but it's just a regular gray one. Okay, so you got the Millennium Falcon. It's probably like this white one though. I think the gray Falcon, this is the Han Solo movie Falcon, the white Falcon, and then the dark Falcon are all about the same size. And these are fun builds. Of course, you have you can open up almost all the covered plates here, and in terms of setting up the inside, very fun build. And I've been saying, if you're new to our channel, I've been saying I want to get the UCS Millennium Falcon, and I will definitely plan to get that from Lego. The only question is, do I get it directly from Lego or do I buy it used from Bricklink and save a couple $100? I was somewhat under the impression they're going to retire that set. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll just get that set, or not just, but I think I should probably get that set sooner rather than later because I'm pretty sure they're going to retire it by the end of this year. But then doing some research, and I don't know if it's 100% confirmed, but doing some research, I don't think they're going to retire that set this year either. So that's crazy because I think that set, I always mix up the year, but I think that set has been out since 2017. So that's pretty impressive. I guess that says how popular it is to have the UCS Millennium Falcon be out on the shelves, and it really does show now, right? The style of the box art and everything, it looks a lot older and dated. And so it's interesting that Lego's still, I don't know how many they made initially, but it just keeps being out there, or being made and put out there on the shelves. So I wanted to get that set when it's a pretty advantageous time, like when there's gift with purchases and double insider points, so that basically with something at that price, you can get basically like maybe like a $50 value of insider points when you actually purchase it. And the UCS Death Star's got that right now as well, 6,500 insider points, if you keep track of those kind of things. Lieutenant Shorty says, okay, yeah, it's about that time. Alexandria says, I got the Wally and Eve set, the Creeper set, and Lucky Cat set. How fun. all the you guys are getting all the buildable figures. The Wally one looks cool. Didn't they do that one in the past? I feel like that's a second go around for that, for Wally and the Eve characters from the movie. But yeah, that is one set that I thought would be cool. As far as the upscale buildable figs, that Santa one caught my eye the most. And this one's not new, but I would like to get that Octan set as well. So going back to the UCS set, it's kind of the fun topic. Now that it's been out for a couple days and people have bought it, I've noticed, or it seems like there's less criticism of that set. So I'm wondering if it'll start picking up momentum now that plus when people see it out on display at the Lego store. Heck, if I had the funds, I was thinking, oh, you know what? Maybe even I should get that set. After all, it's not a sphere, so you could put it on display like right there somewhere pretty easily. I bet the weight of it might even crush my shelves down there and crush all my son's Star Wars builds of those in the background. So I have to be careful with that. So if you like Lego and you like talking Lego, thank you for joining the Friday chat here as I try to finish up 75330, the Dagobah set here. Jake Stop Motion says, "Do you play guitar?" No, I wish I did sometimes. Although I've always played with the idea of played. Here's our sig figs, by the way. Hit these guys and subscribe if you like talking about Lego and joining our community. We get a lot of cool Lego community connections now with several people who are into Lego building. But I do not play guitar. I would love to learn though, Jake. Actually, I'd love to learn a couple instruments, especially the drums. And I don't know. I don't think how Never Too Old for Lego has his tag name. I don't think you're never too old to learn something new, especially playing an instrument. So that might be a motivation. Another hobby to pick up this summer other than Lego building. So that begs the question, if you do, Jake, do you play guitar? And were you into Lego? Are you into Lego when they had the, was it the Fender Stratocaster build? I don't know if that set is still available. I don't think it is, because that was a couple years ago now, I think, if that set has been retired. But I think that one did pretty well. I tend to, for Lego sets, I tend to stick with themes and sets that are basically minifigure involved, because that's how it was when I got into Lego as a kid. So Lego Castle, here's the 3-in-1 castle we built up a couple weeks ago. Love Lego Castle. Of course, Lego Star Wars was a theme that's definitely taken over, and then the Lord of the Rings sets. So actually, if it's true, and I know a couple of you said this, is the Lego Lord of the Rings as a theme gonna pick up some momentum again? Because I hear that there'll be a Minos, if I could say that right, a Minos Tirith set that will come out sometime next year. And that would be pretty amazing to see that. If they come out with a Minos Tirith set for, I don't know when, maybe spring 2026? That seems like about the right time to do that. And I'm not sure when. I know there's at least talk of another movie centered around Gollum. So maybe a kind of a prequel type movie coming out for the Lord of the Rings series. And so maybe this will be some sets based on or inspired by that movie, which would be pretty cool. Although if it's Minos Tirith, that definitely has more of like a Lord of the Rings sound and theme to it. So we'll see. All right, looking for a piece that I don't know if I have it. It might have gone flying out of the bag. When it comes to one of these flat top, smooth, single stud pieces, it could be lost for all eternity. I can't see it. Is it in the bag still? It's a pretty minor detail, but you know how Lego, you kind of get obsessed with the look. Jake says, yes, I play guitar, started a couple months after the Stratocaster set, retired. But my friend has it. Ah, very cool. So you know exactly what I was talking about. Very cool, Jake. So you play all guitar, electric, acoustic, all that. That is fun. And question for you, like all things, how long did it take to pick up, like how long did it take to, you know, play pretty decently on the guitar? I'm always curious about that. There's some people that, you know, and they've always seemed to have played guitar, but when they were starting out, how long did it take before they just kind of knew how to play? You know, they could pick it up and play a few chords and then start strumming and then kind of play by ear or maybe read music. It's kind of fun to think about. But yeah, for now, the hobby is building Lego, but I think playing instruments would be fun. I wonder if Lego, maybe they have. I wonder if Lego would come out with kind of like the Stratocaster set. They'd maybe. Oh, maybe I don't have to do that. Ha! I read their instructions wrong. That's why I couldn't find that piece. I wonder if Lego would do like a drum set, kind of like the Stratocaster build. I think they did somebody playing drums. Now I can't. I'm kind of, my mind's blurring on some of that. It took me about 4 months to play well. I played in front of people for the first time 8 months later. Very cool. Okay, so about roughly maybe almost a year, less than a year. That's really good. Very good, Jake. Alexandria says, have to plan on grabbing the retiring sets. Yes, Alexandria, thank you for bringing that up. I knew there was something else I wanted to bring up. Going back to Lego was the retiring sets. And if you are into these type of builds, there are about, I think, 4 of the mid-scale size of these type of Star Wars ships retiring. And I don't know, when these came out, I wasn't really thinking, I actually didn't really think about at all about buying any of these kind of buildable ships or these models, these mid-size scale ships, because you know, they don't come with minifigures, and they're definitely more for a model and display, which is cool. But not interested because I like the bigger kind of play scale size sets. And then my son pointed that Acclimator ship out, and I thought this one right here, that would be a cool build. So we got it, and he built it up. But I noticed how fun that was to see him, you know, put all that together and see it all like go together piece by piece. So then I got recently, another one of our live streams, I got the mid-scale size, I can't reach it from here, Millennium Falcon down there. And that was a fun build. If you do ever want to watch our live streams, watch that one. That was a fun ship to put together. That's probably one of the most fun, literally, the most fun I've had building a Lego set was building that mid-scale size Millennium Falcon. I almost wanted to buy another one and just and just build it again. Of course, I could take this one apart and rebuild it, but I don't know, the whole thing was so well designed, or the plan they put together, the instructions, how you, I think it was 11 bags, and each bag was so well proportioned that, you know, you built like a whole corner section, either a top or bottom frame of the ship, and it just felt like you're making progress so quickly, but also enjoying the build. It wasn't going by too fast, but man, that was such a great build. So yeah, I was thinking, now that you mentioned that, Alexandria, if you go on the Lego website, I was thinking some of those sets that are retiring, I think probably one of the mid-scale size ships I'd like to get is I think it's called the Invisible Hand. Let me see. What do they call it? Retiring soon is the theme to find for any of those sets. But yeah, I think it's the Invisible Hand set. And then they have the Sarlacc Pit set, which is also another Star Wars. Basically, it's 2 Star Wars themed sets that I would like to grab. And I guess guess the thing is with that, actually a couple of these sets, I might hold off and see what happens when Lego does its or when you get close to Black Friday. Lego puts several sets on sale, and I think a few of these might be the ones that would go on sale. I'm guessing, but we'll see, because then you might be able to get some of these sets for a lot less. You should look at the retiring sets maybe on stream. Yeah, I'm trying to. Sorry, Allergy. I'm trying to find how to. Usually there's a quick link to it, like retiring soon, and I can't find it. I can't find the link. So maybe if I just type it in the search, because usually I'll do a menu and then I'll say like sets soon to retire, whatever. They have some kind of dramatic name for it. But oh, maybe it's under theme. Retiring soon. Yeah, I don't know. I have to look it up. I need to get my camera set up so I can put it up there so you guys can see. But I know there is a category on Lego.com where you can just look it up. And for whatever reason, it's not working for me. But let's see if I do retiring soon, what will happen? There was another, oh, it was the, there we go. Soon to retire. The Lion Knight's Castle was another set. I think it's called Lion Knight's Castle. That was another set I wanted to get. Jake says, I'm going to get the Avengers Tower set on Black Friday. Good call, Jake. That one, the hard part with, the hard part with Lego is, Black Friday is going to have some special deals and prices. It's not always, or not, and it doesn't end up being what you want it to be in terms of sets to go on sale. And sometimes it's so random. You're like, why are these sets on sale? But then I think they kind of change it up. So hopefully, when you're ready to buy that set, it'll go on sale. I think Lego might, now that they have the Death Star out there, they might need to encourage people to actually go and buy some of these sets, because I mean, now we're talking about lots of money involved to basically get to get Lego sets in general. So if people are gonna buy the UCS Death Star, there's not gonna be too many Lego fans that are gonna be able to afford much after that. Although, I mean, if I bought a UCS set, it would definitely take a while to get another big Lego set, I'm thinking. Yeah, that is a cool choice. I've done the math. I'll definitely have the funds. I'm getting it that day either way, or whether it's discontinued. Very cool, Jake. That is a set. That is a cool set. So I'm thinking, right? 35 minifigures. You pretty much get the whole Avengers team, and the tower looks great. You definitely, I would say, it would work well on a shelf like this in the background. And I think they're retiring that UCS size Milano one that they just released last year too. So there's quite a few Avengers sets that are probably worth getting soon, now that you say that. But yeah, that tower, that's a set it's hard, right? Because once we got these sets, that's already, $400 set, almost a $500 set with Rivendell. And then it comes down to space, like where can you put all these sets? So I guess, like you said, you got to know the funds, be strategic. And if I were to get that UCS Millennium Falcon, and then I want to get a stand for that, and then have a display, like I think it shows kind of like this sideways angle. That's going to be a strategic buy for me. So in getting those sets, and maybe you're kind of thinking the same strategy, Jake, is to get these sets to where Lego's offering a gift with purchase, and you take advantage of that. And then they're also offering double insider points. So you get you get a lot of incentive. You get more for your money, basically. Last year, I was so tempted, but it's hard to, part with $850, so I didn't do it. But I got it down to where there was a gift with purchase, there was quadruple insider points, and there's Rakuten, which is like a cashback site that connects with or partners with Lego, and so you get all that. I could have saved about $200 just initially, or maybe $150 just initially buying the set through those discounts and then using some insider points and then getting quadruple insider points back. It's almost like you're getting $75 or so back just for doing that. Hey, Philip, welcome. Psh, good to see you. So yeah, hopefully, Jake, you can pull off, one of those. That's another fun thing with Lego. When you can make a purchase and kind of take advantage of 3 things or 4 things at once, get a big set, get extra insider points, get a gift with purchase, and get Rakuten. You kind of put all those together, and it's almost like they're paying you to buy this set in a way. So yeah, welcome, Philip. Matt is alive. Psh, all right, here we go. Matt is alive. This is the fire entrance we like. Matt is alive. Matt has arrived. Digging the dive. Striving to survive. Drive to thrive. High five. Subscribed and like the live. Matt is in the chat. How about that? Psh, I'm gonna give you a right-handed high five, Matt. Maybe you can add in another line each time until you take up the whole chat with so many awesome rhymes. Love it. Yes, welcome to Matt is Alive, Jake. Isn't that cool? Philip says, I have the exact Yoda's hut Lego set you are building now. Very cool, Philip. High fives to that. So, yes, I am I've got just a few pieces left, and I'm kind of going through and on an ongoing stream of consciousness talking about Lego. But this set subtly coming together and looking pretty darn cool, especially with all these plant and tree features. So really loving this set. These 2 diorama sets, these are the last 2 sets I built, kind of trying to be in part of the momentum of October 1st release day and Star Wars, taking the attention because of the UCS Death Star. But building these up, I've had these in my backlog for so long, and I'm glad I bought these sets because they retired a while ago. That was the other diorama set I forgot. I don't know if that one's still out, the Emperor's Throne Room. But I think all these sets at one point were $100 or so, and then dropped down. Walmart was the best place, at least I found, to buy these sets discounts. So I got them for about $20, $25 less, maybe even more. I even want to see the trash compactor set. Walmart was having a crazy good sale, probably around the Black Friday time, because I know these sets aren't available anymore, and was able to get this diorama, or one of these diorama sets for, I would say, a pretty nice discount. So happy about that. And now I get to share them with you guys and talk some Lego plans. So yeah, there's also, that was the other thing I was gonna say. I think next week, and maybe you guys know this too, there's gonna be another Amazon Prime Day. So I'm wondering which Lego sets will go on sale during that time. And perhaps, maybe, I don't know how possible this is, I guess. Maybe they will have that $45 battle pack of the 327 Star Wars Clone Battle Pack go on sale. Maybe? I don't know. There's got to be something special. They got to pull out all the stops. Very cool, Philip. I'm so glad you got that set. It's a great set, man. I think it's cool. Matt is alive. Got to come in hot. Yes, sir. You came in hot. I love it. Happy Friday, by the way, you guys. If you like Lego, leave a like. We got 16 likes. There's more of you here, so help us get to 20 likes tonight. So Matt is alive doing his part. Owen, welcome back. Owen says, posted a Lego Duo Pilot UFO mock if you'd like to check it out after the stream. Yes, sir. Owen, did Did you just post a picture of it? Did you put it on your channel, or did you post it on our community posts? If it's a picture, please post it on our community post. That's awesome. Also, happy 6 a.m. Owen, glad to be here for the early morning wake up. 1:20 a.m. for Alexandria. Man, you guys are the best. The best of the Lego community. Lego community, brick therapy, Lego builders. We never sleep, man. We just build, we talk Lego, we strategize Lego, and then we talk about what the great builds are. And if you guys have any cool ideas or plans for another project, I think let's do a hypothetical. If you had the money to get the UCS Death Star, but you're not interested in it, what set would you, or what sets would you get for that price? Because that's the other hard part about buying a UCS set, is it's, you know, the price value is huge. So with $850, I think that was another reason why I didn't buy it last year. As I looked, you know, I basically get these two sets plus, well, let's see, 400, 450, 500. So yeah, it would just be those two sets, maybe a little bit of a dollar difference there. But my goodness, if you get a UCS Death Star set, $1,000, that's a lot of Lego if you didn't buy that set. What would you do? Owen says, it's a YouTube short on my channel, but I sure can post it in your community section. Awesome, Owen. Psh. So how did you describe it? Lego Duo Pilot UFO Mock. Very cool. Philip says, I just dropped by to say hi. I have to go now. Yes, sir, Philip. Psh, no worries. Thank you again. Glad that you dropped in and said hello. Don't forget to leave a like before you head out, man. Have a good rest. Dad, is the son off to Lego College again? So here's the thing. I asked my younger son, little brick therapy right here, you know, the little guy here. Although he's getting taller, he's in middle school, so he's just gonna get bigger. He's got welcome to middle school. He's got two big projects he's wanting to get out of the way. And then he's like, okay, I want to come back to the live streams, but basically he's like preoccupied with school, and that's a good cause. Of course, I'm not going to tell him not to do that. So he's wanting to get two projects done, and then he wants to join the live streams on the weekend. So I said, that sounds like a good plan. And, you know, when you do come on the live streams, of course, come, because it's fun. So hopefully he will come soon, but he's on break right now. Since he was with me every day, we were building up these two sets here. But yeah, thanks for asking, Matt's Live. He will be back soon enough. And then might have to get him to at least join me on an unboxing tomorrow, because I was just sharing with all you guys. Got my Lego order delivered already. So I ordered on release day, like around 1 in the morning, East Coast time, although it was not as late over here, West Coast time, and was able to order the AT-AT, the gingerbread AT-AT, and one other set, and that gave me a gift with purchase, the luminescent ghost, which is kind of fun. And it was delivered today. So that's like less than a 48-hour turnaround. Didn't pay like I'm pretty sure they didn't charge. I didn't pay for a expedited fee, or expedited shipping or anything. And lo and behold, the set was at the door this afternoon. And so I was pretty, as they say out here in the West Coast, pretty stoked about that. So we'll be unboxing that with you guys hopefully tomorrow. We'll see how Saturday goes. My son has a soccer game tomorrow, so hopefully I can get on the live stream at some point tomorrow afternoon, or maybe even this evening time, and share it with you guys. And it's fun to do an unboxing and to see what you guys think. So that's pretty sweet. I was thinking that delivery wouldn't get here until next week. Alexander said, oh yeah, my question was, if you had that $1,000 to spend on Lego, but you're not going to get the UCS Death Star, what would you spend it on? Alexandria says, I would get the Black Pearl and the Star Trek Next Generation set if I had that money. Oh, that is right. There has been, Lego had it on its website a while back too. They had like a promo page for that Star Trek set. You're right. You're right. Hey, there you go. Jake Stop Motion got a subscriber. Awesome. Thanks, Alexandria. So I'm with you on that one, Alexandria. I'd love to have that Black Pearl set right here, somewhere next to Barador. I think it would look so cool. I know they're totally different themes, but you know, it's Lego. And I think I said on one live stream, you could tie everything together and just, you know, say it's a Lego parade. It's just a Lego parade. So of course, you know, that's why all the themes go together. That's why Ninjago can be mixed in with Lego City and Star Wars and Marvel and I know not what else. And of course, you know, now that it's Christmas, some Lego Christmas themed sets like AT gingerbread set with a gingerbread Darth Vader. I mean, gingerbread Darth Vader's he's gotta be kind of a nicer version of Darth Vader. He's there to, after all, I think his lightsaber is actually a giant candy cane in this theme. And then, you know, that makes sense that Jedi Bob can be in on the display. So yeah, there you go. So many fun things. Jake Stop Motion says, I would get all 3 Marvel modulars. Okay, so that would be, I would assume, the Avengers Tower, the UCS version, the Daily Bugle, and what would be the other one? What's the other modular for the Avengers Tower? The Doctor Strange's Bleecker Street house. That, we got that one. I should bring that out sometimes. That was a cool build as well. There was the initial version that came out when the movies were still out, but then they did a more of a modular house, Doctor Strange's house. I don't know what it's called. It's got to have some other name. But that was a cool build. Oh, are you talking about the Sanctum Sanctorum, Jake? I'm thinking that's what you're saying. But yeah, good call. Gosh. Yeah, gosh, when you have that much. I don't know. That's the hard part with the UCS Death Star is like more people are saying it's actually a really cool set. It's insane. Some of the Lego YouTubers are actually giving out a couple of those. So clearly they are well sponsored. Imagine giving a set like that out for free. So when you got that kind of serious sponsorship, how fun is that? And you know, of course, your fans are going to be pretty stoked about that as well. Or at least 2 of them. At least 2 of them will be. So I would probably get one of the first things I would get, because I have Ninjago City. I have the other Ninjago modulars. So I think I would go for getting the latest Ninjago modular. The is it the workshops? I get the names confused, but the Ninjago City workshops, which I should have gotten over the summer, and I had walked up to the register to buy it, and that's actually one of our Lego store videos that we did released in July. And I got up there, and then it was their insider points system went down, like it didn't work, and so I was like, They said, oh, don't worry, you know, you can call Lego tomorrow and, you know, they can record the points for you. But I'm like, you know what? I'm spending, if I buy this here, I'm spending a lot of money on Lego. You guys should just do that for me automatically. So I left it there. Sanctum Sanctorum, that's the one, Jake. Elk, welcome. It's 1:30 here in Canada. Very cool. We'll send you a high five. High five, happy building, happy Friday. Okay, here we go. Last part of the build. You get 1 wing of the X-Wing fighter that, you know, of course, the rest of it has sunken into this Dagobah swamp. So, and this set's got printed pieces, which is brilliant. No stickers, which I am very thankful for. My son, he does build Lego. He's a real guy. He hasn't been on the live stream lately, but he's just become so good at doing all this stuff, building Lego. placing stickers and all that. Should just do a video of him and his talent. Or maybe it's just because all you guys are younger. You can just do this in record pace time. Whereas it's me, it takes a while. But all right, I got the wing built up here. No stickers. Like that a lot. And now adding in some of the wing connections, or this is probably the laser part of it, or the X-wing guns attached to the wing. But yeah, $1,000 is a nice hypothetical question. GRC Rabbits, welcome back. This is so cool seeing you guys back here on the live stream. Friday, I'm always anticipating if I live stream at night, I'm gonna see a lot of you guys. So this is cool. So glad to see you guys see your names pop up on the screen. Very cool. And I'm hoping this weekend, hopefully, or maybe even tomorrow, maybe after my son's soccer game, just take a trip over to the Lego store. It's going to be really hard to just go there and not buy anything, but I just want to see, the UCS Death Star built up, in the window display. And I don't know. A lot of people have criticized it. I kind of jumped on that bandwagon too. I think the price range is always going to be the the price range plus that, of course, it never turned out to be a sphere, right? That's the bigger issue. It wasn't the Death Star we were looking for or anticipating once the rumors came out. But I think seeing it at the Lego store, all built up and on display, will be pretty fun. I think it'll be pretty impressive. And let's see, how do you put the wing? What angle do you put this thing? Maybe like that. Gotta make sure. Oh yeah, so it is like that. All right, so I think that'll be fun though. And it kind of goes into the swamp. I gotcha. Okay, there it is. Is that it, guys? Oh wait, and there is a snake that also goes in the swamp. All right. Of course, it's never as easy as I think it's going to be, because I'm sure the display looks. I feel like the wings. Did I kind of angle the wing here? All right, and then I got a Yoda's pet snake going through the doorway. Well, that's not exciting. I didn't even know. Did he have a snake in that movie? And I feel like Yoda should be somewhere up here, kind of messing around with Luke, showing him even though he's 900 years old or something like that, he's pretty spry. All right. I think the wing actually goes down one notch lower here. Something like that. Nope. Why is this so hard to connect? There we go. There we go. What do you think, guys? There it is. The Dagobah set is finished. There it is. All right, Jake, stop motion. Psh! Hey, good timing, man. I'm about to sign off, so you timed it well. D&M Bricks, where'd you come from? This is a great set. So this is 75330. Got the 3 minifigs. Luke, that's a pretty cool Luke. I think he might be a collector item minifig at some point. R2-D2, there's a dime a dozen of those guys. And Yoda. And the Hut. And this is a great display build. I don't know if it was worth $100 when it came out. I didn't buy it for $100. It comes with some, cool Star Wars plates there. No stickers. And it's got a Yoda quote there. Do or not do. But there is no try. Like, you're all in to be a Jedi or not, man. You're in or you're out. There is no in between, basically. I think that's kind of like what Karate Kid was like too. Ooh, Karate Kid. That would be a fun theme for Lego. I mean, they've done other movies. Why not do Karate Kid? I don't know how it would be to get the rights to that movie. So very cool. Richard Beard Bricks. Psh, awesome. Good to see you guys. 17 likes. Maybe a few more of you can join the live stream and leave a like as I finish up here. Just putting on the display. Yeah, this was the Tetris set, and then eventually it became the Yoda Hut set, and then the Jedi training set, and now, you know, Luke's being challenged to lift out his X-Wing from the swamp, which he can't do. Takes Yoda to show him up there a little bit. So there's that. These were the last two live streams. We had some very cool diorama builds, and of course the trash compactor sets. So how fun. 18 now, watching, bro. Thank you, Richard Beard Bricks. Thanks for the like. And so the plan tomorrow, let me finish up with this. The plan tomorrow, if I can live stream tomorrow or Sunday, I ordered on release day the gingerbread AT-AT, and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I got on the live stream, like, or not. I'm glad I got them. My mind is on both places, obviously. The best part is the wing, says D&M Bricks. I know. For some reason, when you see this on the box, you think there's more to it than that. Like, oh man, there's more. Like initially, when I had this build, I had it in my backlog. I forgot about it, obviously, for a while and built it up. Just had it in the backlog for about a year. So built it up now. I was thinking there's probably more like a half version of the ship in this build, but no, it's just the wing. But it really does look, just with that effect, it does look like it's sunk there in the swamp, doesn't it? So I'm glad I got that AT-AT and ordered it on Wednesday, probably around, I was thinking 1 a.m. East Coast time. I'm on the West Coast, so it wasn't that late for me to order it then. And I already have my, the box got delivered today. I didn't do any expedited request or anything like that. And got home this afternoon from work, and there it was on the doorstep. So how cool is that? So the hope is this weekend to unbox that with you guys and just show what's all in there. Like 3 times the size of, oh wait, Richard, what did you say? Hey Alexandria, how big is that trash compactor compared to the UCS Death Star one? That's a good question. I was thinking, D&M Bricks, this is my 10% version of the UCS Death Star. So I will always have 10% of that set, even if I don't have it myself. I think so. I'm thinking it was probably more in that kind of scale, like that kind of width. So maybe about what would you say? Maybe like 2/3 the size of this one. But the minifigs in here are great. You get, of course, Chewie. I like the Luke and Han Solo having the Stormtrooper armor, and of course, old school Leia. And then the fun part when I built this is I totally forgot. You get the droids. You get R2 and such. How cool is that? So very fun. D&M says, how big is that trash compactor set? So yeah, I think it may be a 2/3, or yeah, the one on the UCS Death Star is about 2/3 the size of this one. That's my guess. My stuff will be here Monday. I'm so excited I could measure it. I'll let you know when at that time. Oh, that's right, D&M. You got it, man. It's coming your way. That'll be so fun. I got to see 2 other YouTubers, Lego YouTubers that we know, share their experience on their channel buying that set. And I thought, I don't know. It's just fun to basically live through your guys' experience as well and see how fun it was to get that set. And then, you know, it takes away kind of some of the critique and criticism that people, you know, they're able to get that. So kudos to them. And then hear what they think about buying and building that set versus what happened, or versus the Lego Ambassador Networks who got it for free. It takes away a lot of money too. Lots of laughs. It does. Did you hear, I think it was on Reddit, a person had saved up all of their insider points and used all their insider points to buy the Death Star. So they didn't spend any dollars. They used all their insider points. But if you were to do the math and add that up over time, you know, because when you buy Lego, you get insider points. You don't get, obviously, the equivalent of what you spent. But it was basically $20,000 worth of of purchases to get enough insider points to buy the UCS Death Star. So it's about 13,000 insider points for $100. So they had 100. I guess they had 130,000 insider points, all just stacked up, and boom, UCS set for free. That's kind of fun. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, DNM Bricks, for being here to finish out the live stream. Richard Beard Bricks, Alexandria, thanks for leaving the likes. And everyone stopping by on their Friday night. Jake, Stop Motion, glad to meet you. GRC Rabbits. Who else was here? Owen, Matt is alive, of course. Owen Lego Master. Very cool. Philip came in to say hi. Just a great Lieutenant Shorty was here for a little bit. Glad you guys could come in and out. Aiden Gonzalez, Little Lego, Punisher Bricks, and of course George Washington. Alexander, thanks for modding tonight. You guys are great. Have a good weekend. Hope to see you soon. Pa-pa.